Welcome to the American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Today we're taking you on a fresh visit again to the outstanding Angus seed stock source, 44 Farms, located in Central Texas, outside Cameron. As we've followed the 44 brand throughout the beef production cycle, we've witnessed an exceptional operation that has vertically integrated itself from the ranch to the feedlot and on through the harvest stage to the beef that's being served to many happy customers. And the fact is, the 44 brand continues to grow, both in the pasture and in the meat case. We'll talk again with the owner, Bob McLaren, and the ranch team, as well as hear what their customers are saying, and look ahead to the upcoming 44 Farms Prime Cut Bull Sale this February 22nd. We've got a good show for you. We're glad you joined us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the American Rancher. 44 Farms is realizing its goal of becoming a fully integrated Angus genetics and beef source. They highly value teamwork and relationships with their customers. They continue to pursue excellence in dealing with people, offering relevant genetics, stewardship, and service as the foundation principles of their brand. Since the beginning, Bob McLaren and the team at 44 Farms have maintained their vision of being a fully integrated, across-the-board source for the best in Angus genetics. As important and as detailed as the cattle operation is, 44 Farms is just as focused on the people side of the business and truly makes this their expertise as well. As far as Bob McLaren is concerned, people will always be first.
Commercial cattlemen and women need a seed stock provider that they can believe in and have faith in, that they're getting great quality genetics. And in that comes a trust factor that they know that they can have the service that they need, call on us when they have a problem, and to include us in their planning for the future. And there are very few decisions that ranchers make any more important than their selection of their bulls. Ranchers know that they're going to get great quality Angus bulls when they do business with 44 Farms, and we stand behind our guarantees and our service.
44 Farms was founded in 1909 by Sherwood and Josie McLaren, great-grandparents of Bob McLaren. When the opportunity arose for Bob to run 44 Farms, he jumped at the chance, brought together a superb team of cattlemen and production managers, and set course to become one of the nation's best sources of Angus cattle. Through the years, 44 Farms has steadily built a very high-quality, Angus strong program on the principles of relevant genetics. These include calving ease, growth, maternal traits, feed efficiency, tenderness, ribeye, and marbling. Doug Slattery is the Chief Operations Officer for 44 Farms.
Balance has been a very big part of our breeding program here, and we're looking for a balance of calving ease, growth, maternal traits, and carcass. We use our own bulls, and we also reach out every year and use some outside bulls, AI. The young bulls, Authentic, Capitalist, Conveyance, have really done an outstanding job for us, and the Capitalist cattle were really well accepted in Denver this year. He's really off and running, and I think when everybody sees the Capitalist sons we're selling, they'll see why.
44 Farms uses all available scientific tools in making the best breeding decisions for their customers. It is truly a critical point that consistently brings forth the best of genotype and phenotype. Brian Carroll serves as the Genetic Quality and Technology Research Manager.
The cattle industry is very scientific these days. It's a very good blend, I think, of the old ways in terms of just daily care and taking care of the cattle out in the pasture. But a lot more work is being done behind a laptop these days in terms of just the tools you have with the EPDs. The DNA technology has come a long way here in recent years and has been a very useful tool for us in our bull selection. We want the bulls to be able to do a little bit of everything. We want them to calve easily, have small birth weights, grow well. But the main thing too is they have to be able to perform on the rail in the feedlot. And that helps us with our 44 Stakes program provide offspring and the genetics to be able to produce prime and choice beef for that operation as well.
Zoetis HD50K testing has played a regular role in the 44 Farms genetic selection process for some time.
These percentile ranks that we are given right now, once those are incorporated into their EPDs, then their EPDs are, the accuracy is to a level of having approximately 23 to 24 calves. In order to perform an HD50K test on our cattle, the first thing we have to do is bleed them. Normally we'll tail bleed our cattle, and then we'll use a 3cc syringe and we'll put it on this card right here. You'll see this one is an example that's already been used. We'll write the animal ID on there for them, and below it a lot of times we'll write the registration number, and then we'll apply the blood to, there's 2 tabs here that soaks it up. At 44 Farms, we strive to use the most modern methods and scientific methods in our bull production, but not forgetting about what the commercial cattlemen need in terms of their bull selection. This includes just general soundness, phenotype, breeding ability, and the ability to raise a good heavy calf and stay around for a long time.
44 Farms has a great young staff that is energizing and helping shape their Angus program. Tracy Woods is the herd and program manager.
This is my office here at the ET barns, we call it. We keep all our semen, all our embryos right here, and we do most of our work right outside here. All the flush work, cow work, freeze branding, the bulls, semen checking. We just added a new kind of a shade over a lot of the pens here, so we can work a lot longer in the summer. And we'll do conventional flushing here, which I do myself, and then we'll use Transova for some IVF stuff. But yeah, selling 1,000 bulls a year and trying to keep that those genetics coming into that program is kind of our top priority. We'll try to put in 600-700 embryos a year. Jeff Calloway and Will Dorn out in Tuscola or Coleman, they do a lot of ET work out there. We raise those calves out there, and they have to, it's a long ways between the feed and the water, and then they'll get, you know, you definitely can find the sound calves out there. And another guy out here west of town, Mr. Wayne Hillman, he does a really good job for us also. That's one thing about us here at 44, we've got a pretty big selection of bulls. We've got a lot of full brothers to go out on one set of cows. We do have some smaller frame bulls, and then we've got some bigger frame bulls. So we really can fill any customer's need as far as you know, what they're looking for a bull to clean up on their cows or heifers, either one. We've got a really nice set of heifer bulls that are under a 2 birth weight with a good CED of 10 or better.
The staff at 44 Farms is headed up by General Manager James Burks. Whether on horseback or in the pen with customers or representing the 44 brand to cattlemen in other settings, James is a constant figure that oversees the program from a cattle and customer standpoint and ensures that matters are handled with high service standards.
With Brian and Tracy coming on, we have built probably as good a team, as far as I'm concerned, the best team we've ever had here at 44. Cattle inventory across the nation has driven prices up. And so your normal cattlemen have understood what it takes. They have grown to learn that it takes, that bull is 50% of that pregnancy. And so they have moved towards the better bulls. They're not coming in and saying, well, you know, I can get a bull like that down sale barn. They realize that they need to come get the genetic enhanced bulls that will improve their herd because they get the return in their calves. That's our job. He is making an investment in his herd, and we want him to be satisfied.
44 Farms sired cattle perform in the pasture, in the feed yard, and at harvest. 44 Farms continues to raise their own feed to support the cattle operation and feeds out cattle in the Texas Panhandle. Steadily, the branded beef program has grown to where 44 Stakes is purchasing cattle from customers that use 44 Farms genetics, as well as raising beef cattle to help support supply demands.
We started feeding 44 Farms cattle about a year ago. Their genetics are known for their outstanding carcass characteristics. With the natural program we're in, we're out to get the superior genetics. So we still have cattle gain in the mid 3.5, 3.8 range, and we still have conversions, dry matter conversions under 7, which is quite exceptional in my opinion. We're excited to partner up with these guys, and we know their success, and we're very much looking forward to being a part of continuing that success and getting the 44 Farms product out into more places.
44 Steaks grew out of our bull business. Seeing how these cattle have been grading and performing is really rewarding. We've had as high as 50% prime, 100% choice on certain kills, and it's really full circle of the business, and that's one of the most rewarding things for me.
I love the agriculture production business, and we're hopeful in the years to come that it goes beyond the borders of the United States, and we can play an even more important role in feeding the world with a great quality protein product.
The 44 Farms program is built on a foundation that they have coined relevant genetics, which includes traits such as calving ease, growth, and maternal characteristics, as well as feed efficiency and carcass quality. Stockmen are finding Angus cattle at 44 that deliver well at all points of the beef production cycle, along with service that values them as customers. We'll look into the 44 Steaks branded beef program and look ahead to the prime cut bull sale when we return. You're watching The American Rancher. Stay with us. Welcome back to The American Rancher. In just a few days, 44 Farms will be hosting their Prime Cut Bull Sale, and we'll look into those offerings in just a little while. The 44 Farms branded beef program continues to grow as restaurants and online customers are really finding the beef to be a superbly satisfying dining experience. 44 Steaks carries a full line of beef products for people who dine in and dine out. Here's more on our story. 44 Farms Angus steaks are being served at a number of restaurants throughout Texas. The Little Red Wasp Kitchen and Bar sits in the heart of downtown Fort Worth and offers a great casual atmosphere and straightforward food. The kitchen is open 7 days a week and serves brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Blaine Staniford is the chef at the Little Red Wasp, which serves a New York strip as well as gourmet hamburgers and, yes, gourmet hot dogs, all made from 44 Farms beef.
44 Farms is a partnership that we've paired up with here at Little Red Wasp, and all of our meat products are using 44 Farms. We have an excellent quarter-pound hot dog. We also do a New York strip, and then we use their ground beef in our burgers. You know, I think all chefs are always looking for consistency in their products, and 44 Farms provides quality marbleization, consistency every time we get new orders delivered. The flavor's fantastic, and it's just something that the chef doesn't have to worry about. Being in the restaurant business, we've got other things to worry about. We don't want to worry about our ranchers and our meat.
Buying locally and knowing your rancher are principles that many restaurateurs are following. The Little Red Wasp is no exception.
We try and focus here at Little Red Wasp on using local products, and 44 Farms provides a product that it blew us away from the time we tasted it back when we were developing this concept, and the consistency they provide is just unparalleled. So we love what they provide. This hot dog is all natural. There's no casing, and the owner of 44 Farms, when he said he wanted to do a hot dog, and we were very, very interested in doing one, he said it needed to be the best hot dog he's ever had. And it's the best hot dog I've ever had. Dogs up.
Adam Jones is the owner here. Little Red Wasp is named after Caroline Grace Jones, is his wife. We have to be different than the big hitters next door. Obviously they do the prime beef, but we wanted to have our own beef program, and we chose 44 Farms to do that. And we've done some different things like a hot dog, a hamburger. We've got a Reuben sandwich with a brisket that is just really, really good. And I think we've set ourselves apart by doing things differently that way. We do have a good strip. I mean, again, I think the flavor on that stands up next to any of the guys downtown as well.
First off, it's deep flavor, it's very tender, not a lot of sinew, and just very, very consistent beef. This is the Little Red Wasp, 44 Farms, 16-ounce New York strip steak. I'm Blaine Staniford here at Little Red Wasp in downtown Fort Worth, Texas. I'd love to take care of you and serve you some of our 44 Farms beef. Thank you.
Know Your Rancher is the slogan that we use with our branded beef product, 44 Steaks. These chefs, restaurant owners, they want to know where the food product comes from. They want to know where their beef comes from. They want to know they can depend on a reliable, safe source. And we've been able to form these relationships with them.
Well, in July of 2012, we launched 44steaks.com with the intention to introduce the nation to our branded beef program. And that was an idea that we conceived because we felt like it was important to show our genetics customers that our brand of beef really is different. So just in the last several months, we've really intensely focused on the food service business. It's been wonderfully received. We've been really blessed to have some of the most outstanding chefs in Texas really stand behind and get behind the 44 Farms brand of Angus steaks.
Customers look to 44 Farms for service and genetics. There, they find a source of Angus seed stock that is of exceptional quality and people who are pleasant to work with. Over time, 44 Farms has marketed quality Angus cattle to stockmen in some 40 states across the U.S. The Carter Ranch near Oakwood is a spacious East Texas commercial operation managed by Wayne Cockrell. Primarily a Brangus and Brangus cross cow herd with some Angus cows also. Wayne has learned from feed closeouts that there is a difference in Angus bulls among breeders.
Absolutely a difference. And the more we know about the genetic side and the more of the carcass data you get on these cattle as you feed them, you find that out. You know, there are a lot of good bulls to AI to out there, but the difference is in the cow side. And 44 Farms cow side of there, they're just pretty impressive, the cows that they have. And so when you're able to take those quality cows and breed to the bulls that they breed to, you know, you've got a product then that you know, you can be proud of, that they'll perform. And then the quantity of those top-end bulls is something else that, you know, we really, you know, enjoy when we go to a 44 Farms bull sale.
These cattle, of course, are from 44 Farms. They were AI'd to Discovery and to Capitalist. I've been running commercial heifers for probably 20 some odd years, 25 years. I've been buying the best high quality Angus heifers that I could find, breeding them to 44 bulls, and then selling them heavy bred. And then the people that have bought those heifers just are ecstatic over the calving crop that they get from those heifers out of 44 bulls. And so I was having a hard time finding any replacement heifers. And so I decided that I wanted to switch over to registered Angus instead of just commercial. And I went to 44 to buy these heifers. And I'm extremely pleased with them. And their attitude and the docile part of the heifers is what I like as much as anything. Of course, the quality is there. I mean, that's without any doubt. You can see that. I highly recommend people to go to 44 and take a look around. They'll be more than welcome, and they're going to feel at home the minute they step out of their pickup. And I think that they could get a good start on a foundation herd from 44.
44 Farms invites you to Cameron, Texas for the Prime Cut Bull Sale on Saturday, February 22nd, starting at noon Central. The auction features 250 registered Angus bulls, both yearlings and coming 2-year-olds. 5 feature females, and these girls are fabulous. Lot 1 is the number 9 dollar beef non-parent female in the breed. Progeny, both bulls and females, are out of powerful bulls, including Keneally Capitalist, EF Authentic, and 9Q13. There will be 30 open yearling heifers ready to breed.
This year we're going to offer 5 feature females, which we call the Fab 5. We typically have done that in the fall. This year we're going to do it in the spring. We'll sell 250 bulls, as well as 30 open replacement heifers. Came right out of the top of our replacements. Some of our young sires, Capitalist, Authentic, and Conveyance, all are highly represented with some of the better cattle in the sale. As we're turning our generations, it's really pleasing to see the progeny of these bulls come to the top, and I think people are really going to like them.
I just want to thank all of our customers for many years of great loyalty and trust in our program, and we're excited about your success, and we welcome those who haven't tried our Angus bulls or Angus females yet before to come check us out anytime, but we welcome you on February 22nd, and it all starts at noon right here at 44 Farms near Cameron, Texas. We'd love to have you.
Make plans this February 22nd to join 44 Farms at the ranch outside Cameron, Texas for the Prime Cut Bull Sale. This is an outstanding offering consisting of 250 Angus bulls and 35 females bred to deliver desirable market results for today's rancher. The auction will be broadcast live over RFD TV and is brought to you by Superior Productions. We'd like to thank 44 Farms and all of our guests for an informative show and a close look at beef production. To know us better, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com. We'd also like to invite you to become our friend on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Dogs up.